Welcome to TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh Province. The audience on July 14, the Tourism Promotion Delegation of Tay Ninh Province, led by Director of Culture, Sport and Tourism Trương Văn Hùng, has a working session with Phnom Penh Department of Tourism.
The session is aimed at promoting the market and connect tourism cooperation between Tay Ninh Province and localities in the Kingdom of Cambodia. Receiving and working with the delegation was Director of Phnom Penh Department of Tourism Mam Viasna. Mr. Trương Văn Hùng informed about the current situation of Tay Ninh's tourism development, in which tourism infrastructure is being invested and built synchronously. Especially, Sun Group has invested in tourism infrastructure in Padang Mountain National Tourist Area, such as the cable car system to the top of the mountain, and auxiliary works to become unique tourism products of the locality. Regarding the tourism development in the Kingdom of Cambodia and the capital of Phnom Penh, Director of Phnom Penh Department of Tourism Mam Viasna said the city's tourism infrastructure has also been invested quite synchronously. The capital has about 55-star hotels along with many attractive destinations such as Wat Phnom, Golden Temple, Silver Pagoda, Independence Monument, Thun Thambong Market and Tamay Market. He expressed hope that these places will be one of the suggestions for the Tay Ninh delegation to survey and connect to develop tourism in the near future. Hopefully, after the meeting, travel and tourism companies will connect tourism activities between the two localities and the two countries to bring Cambodians to the destinations of Vietnam in general and Tay Ninh Province in particular, as well as bringing Vietnamese people to travel in Cambodia. As part of the meeting, representatives of businesses and travel companies in Tay Ninh Province signed a Memorandum of Understanding on cooperation in tourism development with tourism and travel agencies in Phnom Penh to connect tourism development in the time to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, the inspection team number 4 of Ministry of Health, led by Dr. Nguyễn Vũ Thượng, Deputy Director of the Pasteur Institute in Ho Chi Minh City, has a working session with the representative of Tay Ninh's health sector on the local situation of dengue fever on July 14.
Tay Ninh records the 6th highest number of dengue fever cases and the highest rate of cases per 10,000 people in the southern region. In the first 28 weeks of 2022, the total number of dengue fever cases in the province was 5,087, increasing 2.35 times over the same period in 2021, including 89 severe cases and 5 deaths. Trong Bang Thao, Tay Ninh City and U Minh Châu District have a high number of dengue fever cases. These are localities with industrial zones and many boarding houses. The high population density is favorable to spreading the disease. According to the inspection team, many localities are still confused about the prevention and control of dengue fever. The investigation and monitoring of the vector is still limited, so it hasn't been able to make accurate predictions about the risk of disease spread. Dr. Nguyễn Vũ Thượng said that the risk of a large-scale outbreak is existing, so apart from propagandizing people to take preventive measures, the issue of collecting and treating dengue fever patients is also extremely important. Medical facilities need to better prepare best medicines and medical supplies for the treatment. The health sector needs to intensify the supervision and handling of outbreaks, advise the authorities at all levels to mobilize departments, agencies, and mass organizations to participate in the prevention and control of dengue fever. Localities also need to balance funding and mobilizing socialization sources to fight against the disease. The Ministry of Health, the Pasteur Institute, and the Institute of Public Health in Ho Chi Minh City will continue to support and share with the provincial health sector in the prevention and control of dengue fever in terms of experience, human resources, and funding to fight against the epidemic.
Turn to other news. The audience, according to the report of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee, the implementation of public investment plan in the first 6 months of 2022 in the province is estimated as over 56% of the plans assigned by the Prime Minister.
The state budget investment plan in 2022 assigned by the Provincial People's Council is over 4,165 billion Vietnam dong, increasing 588 billion Vietnam dong from the local budget in comparison with the plan assigned by the Prime Minister. The Provincial People's Committee has assigned 100% of the plan for public investment from the state budget this year. By the end of May, Tay Ninh has disbursed 1,321 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 32% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council and 37% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister. Till the end of June, the province has disbursed an estimated at 1,999 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 48% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council and 56% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister. The Provincial People's Committee has also arranged payment for 2022 completed volumes of 9 projects with a total capital of over 29 billion Vietnam dong. The review showed that the investors have well implemented the direction of the Provincial People's Committee on payment and final settlement, actively disbursed funds right after allocating capital for final settlement of completed projects. On July 14th, the Union of Science and Technology Associations held a preliminary review on its first 6-month performance. As of early June 2022, the union system has 18 member associations with 8,885 members. The union agency had 10 officials and employees. In the first 6 months of the year, apart from consolidating and developing the organizational system, information and knowledge dissemination, the Union of Associations also actively organized the implementation of the tasks and basically achieved the set plan. It has performed a number of key tasks such as commenting on drafts and plans on the development of digital technology enterprises in the province, supporting the innovative startup ecosystem, developing a task plan to transfer the science and technology model of environmental protection in the new rural construction commune in 2022, etc. Besides, the union also focused on deploying and launching contests to propagate widely to all classes of people. The member associations have actively organized and performed their tasks well and concerned about the research and application of topics, models, and projects. As for the next 6 months, the union will focus on performing key tasks such as continuing to deploy directives, resolutions of the party, policies, and laws of the state in the system of the Union of Associations, striving to fulfill the tasks and plans in coordination with the Provincial Party Committee's Propaganda and Training Department, realizing consultation, criticism, and social assessment for the tasks assigned by the Provincial People's Committee, propagating, mobilizing, and organizing contests on creativity among the youth, teenagers, and children, holding contests on scientific and technical innovation at the provincial level. On July 14, the inspection team of the Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development continued to inspect facilities trading plant varieties, fertilizers, and plant protection products in Tay Ninh City. In Hiệp Ninh Ward, the team inspected Thanh Công agent specializing in trading fertilizers, plant protection products, and seeds. The owner of this facility provided all necessary documents related to their production and business. The agent has also listed the selling price in accordance with the regulations. Here, the team took 2 samples of fertilizers, pesticides, and rice seeds to serve the quality testing. Meanwhile, at Vĩ Huyền Agricultural Supply Store, based in Ninh Hòa Quarter, Ninh Hạnh Ward, the facility provided all relevant documents, but the inspection team still took 2 samples of solid fertilizer and 1 piece of liquid fertilizer for testing. The team will notify and work with the mentioned facilities after the results of the analysis and quality control of the samples are available.
The audience asked a child of Tay Ninh Land returning home after being crowned Miss Universe Vietnam 2022. Apart from doing voluntary work, Miss Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Châu also took the time to join in activity to promote and introduce the cultural beauty, national identity, and people of Tay Ninh province to domestic and international brands.
Participating in Tay Ninh tourism promotion activities this time, Ms. Ngọc Châu has chosen the special national historical site of the Central Office for South Vietnam, where generations of officers and soldiers have sacrificed themselves to protect the independence and freedom of the nation today. As a child of Tay Ninh province, now I return here with a very different position. I realized that I have to do something to introduce the historical site of the Central Office for South Vietnam to everyone, because I believe that our young generation need to go there to be able to see and understand the difficulties of our ancestors. Especially our people must know our history. That's the message I want to send to the younger generation. Traditional craft villages are also one of the regional features to promote Tay Ninh tourism, so Ms. Ngọc Châu also had the opportunity to experience extreme salt and rice paper production facilities to better understand the hardships of the people who are preserving and developing local traditional crafts day by day. I also hope that through my tourism promotion project, through viral videos, using my influence on social media to promote the specialties tourism and the people of Tay Ninh province come closer to an audience. Hopefully during my 2-year journey, I will introduce to you all about Tay Ninh Land. Tay Ninh Tourism Association has just discussed with Ms. Ngọc Châu, and she happily accepted to be the tourism ambassador of Tay Ninh province. This is also an advantage of our locality, because through her we can convey the beautiful scenic image, cultural traditions, as well as unique culinary features of Tay Ninh province to domestic and international brands. Not only stopping at the promotion of monuments, landscapes, and traditional professions, in her position, Ms. Ngọc Châu also wishes to make the unique features of Tay Ninh culinary culture popular with tourists near and far, especially vegetarian cuisine. Earlier, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has officially recognized the art of making vegetarian food of Tay Ninh province as a national intangible cultural heritage.
That's all for TTV News today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.